Hey, lovely ladies. I wanted to just pop on for a minute and encourage you. I've been between talking to you and between seeing posts. Um, First of all, this is not to call out anyone or attack you, or I don't know. Hopefully, everyone will take it the right way. But because I love every single one of you and I care about you, but I am your coach. And so I'm just going to speak a little truth to you and a little tough love or whatever, however you want to take it. I can, pretend I'm your personal trainer or whatever. And this is for you. This is for all of you. Because number one, this is going to probably be spotty and random because I didn't write a list, but you are not alone. We are in here in these groups together, and there's a reason for that. For one, there's a reason that you're even in my group, particularly, but there's a reason that we are together because we can do this together. You cannot carry on alone. None of us can. I can't. I lean on you guys just as much. Yes, okay, whatever. You're not alone. So you need to know that and believe that. And when you're struggling with something, you need to lean into this group. That is what we are here for. That is what it's for. Yeah, it's going to be hard to be vulnerable and share what you're really struggling with. But that is what we're here for. And believe it or not, you're not the only one going through something, okay? Just in the last week or two, between messaging and just getting vibes and seeing some posts and stuff, there are a lot of you, and me included, not today, but I've had other days, that are going through depression right now. Real people, besides one person, we're all dealing with depression or emotional eating or high anxiety and high stress from our life, from being a mom, from going to work, all these different things. You are not the only one. And it's important that you know that, and it's important that you do not let this stop you. If you are having a crappy day, sometimes you might just have one bad day. It could be a bad week, it could be a bad month, a bad year. We've all been there, and if we haven't yet, we're gonna at some point. So I'm saying the same thing over and over again. But last week, especially, so many were in a funk. And I thought it was sort of funny because everybody used that word. And now, if you were one of those people and you know who you are, I love you. This is not to bug anyone, because guess what? I was in a funk too. But here was the difference. And this is going to be the difference of how you deal with life and deal with anything in your life, and if you work or how you parent or whatever, is that you do not let that funk stop you. You keep going. If you don't feel good, okay, if you're really sick, you get it. But if you mentally don't feel like working out, or you mentally just want to eat all the chocolate in the chocolate chip bag or whatever, that doesn't mean you do it. Even if it's hard, even if you're, even if you have clinical depression or bipolar depression or anything that is harder than a normal, PMS depression or something like that. So, yes, it is going to be harder for you, and I'm so sorry. But that is not an excuse. And all it is that you have to retrain your brain. You have to tell yourself, you have to teach yourself that I have control. I have the power to get up off the couch and stop eating whatever you eat, chips and salsa, I don't know what people eat, and go do my workout. Just because I don't feel like it and I want to lay in bed all day. And you guys, I know what that is like. I've been there. I've seen my husband through there all the time. I'm not trying to attack anybody, but I love you guys so much, and I'm so passionate about this the last few days after talking to people all week, because I care about you, and I know that it is a real thing, and it is a real I'm not using the right words. I can't even think. But I believe in you too. And I know that each of you can get through those days and those weeks and those months. I know that because you are here now. I'm getting emotional, but you are here. And even just logging that you had a bad day, good job. Like that is leaning into this group, and I'm proud of you for doing that. But on those bad days, you have to teach yourself to still show up. Because what are you going to feel like the next day when you didn't show up or you missed that day that you knew would have felt better? You would have felt better. Sometimes I could tell you so many days and stories and months and the things that I've just gone through in the past year where I had to learn to still show up for myself, even if I bawled my eyes out through the entire workout and it sucked. Yes, I've done that. And I do believe there is a time and a place and a season for rest, so don't get me wrong there. But for the most of those days, you just need to fight through it. And you can. I know that you can. And I'm here to encourage you that you have to teach yourself that. You have to retrain your brain. Just tell yourself that. I'm retraining my brain. Yes, we want to eat all the cookies and, again, cookies are fine, but there is a time and a place, and no one ever needs to eat the whole bag or the whole batch or whatever. And I don't know what else I want to say because I want to keep going with this, but I just keep that in your mind this week and just kick butt. I don't know. Retrain your brain. Tell yourself, I don't need, if you're struggling with eating at nighttime, several have said that this week. I've been there, okay? If you've been there, I have too. Just because I may seem like I have it all together, I just don't. It's easy for me now, or sort of. It's not that it's easy per se, but I believe in myself, and I know that I will get through this one day or this 1 week, and then it's going to get better. And I keep fighting and I keep showing up, even on those days, even though it's hard, even though I don't feel like it. And in the end, I can look back at my week and I see what I accomplished, even though I could have just spent the whole week in bed, or whatever. But I was saying, if your thing, I was talking to people about emotional eating or eating because you're bored or depressed, or a nighttime is a really tricky time. So a couple of tips is, for one, I suggest for everybody to follow the containers or follow To Be Mindset. This is not a product push. I live it out, and I believe in those. I believe in To Be Mindset also, but I think it's for a very specific type of person who can follow that. Otherwise, follow the containers. If you don't have the containers, message me and I can tell you the measurements for them. And Your Entire On Demand has recipes for that. I'm not sure where you can find. I can help you figure out your calorie bracket. But if you are following those containers, you should not be hungry. And you should feel satisfied, but you have to teach yourself that that is what it feels like to be satisfied with food, and that you don't need food in the nighttime. And however, like I was telling one person, that I save my carrots and hummus. So that's 2 containers, my blue and a green. I save it for nighttime every night. And since we moved, I have not had it as much. I've eaten it at different times. But when I get the munchies, you're not hungry. You're probably just tired or thirsty or bored. So I save my carrots and my hummus. So I'll eat dinner, and then I know I still have a bed snack for the end of the day, and it's going to be carrots that are so crunchy, it's not even funny. And it takes me a really long time to eat all of that because it's crunchy and I dip it. And then I'm like full and I don't want to go snack some more. I'm like tired of chewing the carrots. So find something like that that can be like your special treat or your special snack. And yeah, it's not going to be chips or, whatever your thing is, brownies, I don't know. But you will retrain your brain to look forward to that healthy snack. Look forward to it and and feel so good about it. And also it's still going to be following your nutrition. So, okay. Rant is over. I love you all so much. I know I said that already, and this is turning into a long video, but it's so important that you know that, and that I am always, always here for you to talk. Even if I didn't check in with you that day and you need to talk, message me or call me. If you don't have my phone number, message me and I'll tell you what it is so we can talk. Because you're not alone and you're not meant to do this alone, and you need to know that. And on those funky days or those funky weeks, you still need to do the things. And that's what it comes down to. And that is what is going to make the difference between we're not even talking, I mean, it is about results too. If that's going to help you with your health and your like physical, like internal body. But this is so much deeper than that. And that is what I focus on now, because you got to find your fight. When you're in that funk, you showing up for that workout is finding your fight to just move past that, to not allow it to control you and to not allow it, to be you, because it's not you. And I know you might still feel all those feelings, like it might not take it away. And I get that too. I've had that also. But there is an internal, oh shoot, I just lost my word. Not accomplishment. That's not the word that I want, but I can't think right now. Gratification maybe from that feeling. And